What's up, everybody? You're back with the Chosen Khan, and today we're going to be talking about the holy month of Ramadan and why it is that we do fast. First and foremost, what is Ramadan? You've probably seen videos all over the internet about what it is. It's a holy month where Muslims we fast. For me, I want to really break it down in a way that I could understand it, or a young version of myself could understand it. Back when I was a kid, I used to just fast maybe like 10 days, 15 days. I would try and fast as much as I could, but I didn't understand, I didn't see the benefit of it because I was just confused. And to be honest, I was a dummy. Still am. But what I realized was this. I used to fast and I just play video games all day. I wouldn't eat, but I would just chill all day and relax and sleep. At nighttime, I'd feast and I would gain weight instead of actually losing weight, contrary to popular belief, which blew my mind. So as I got older, I started realizing, you know what, I want to dig a little bit deeper into why it is that we fast. A couple years ago when I was, I think, 16, I was fasting while I was playing a basketball tournament. And it was hot. It was an outdoor basketball tournament in Vancouver at Kids Fest. Ended up going to the hospital because I wasn't hydrated at all. It was tough. I'm like, damn, this isn't fun. So for me, at that age, I was like, I really don't see the purpose. Why am I doing this? What is it? It was last year, or actually 2 years ago, where my whole mind just shifted. 2 years ago, I went to Medina with my mom. Now, Medina is a holy city. It's where our Prophet really helped the religion flourish. So when I went to Medina for Ramadan, I noticed a couple things. Now, the first thing that I noticed was that if you were a prince or if you were a pauper, it didn't matter. If you're a regular person, peasant, whatever it may be, you're a human being. And every single person there was eating on the same floor and eating together. And it blew my mind. Because I've never seen that in my whole life. I'll go to a Cactus Club or a Gotham Steakhouse or whatever it may be in Vancouver, and there's a homeless guy sitting outside and we don't see eye to eye. But over there, what blew me away was that it didn't matter where you were from. We all ate together. We all broke fast together. And that was something for me that I was like, I get it. It helps that divide between rich and poor. The second realization I had about why we really do fast and what the purpose was is that it gives you this mental clarity. So in the month of Ramadan, you're not supposed to do anything that was detrimental to your health. Smoking, drinking, abstaining from sex, all of this stuff, right? You're not supposed to do it. And I know people are probably like, what? The mental clarity that comes with doing all these things and more, from not eating, it's incredible. Flash forward from 2 years ago when I went to celebrate Ramadan in Medina to last year. I realized, I'm like, you know what? I want to do this Ramadan thing properly. I don't want to sleep all day and eat all night. I want to see what the real reason is behind this. So what I ended up doing was I stayed awake all day, and at night I didn't eat a lot. A lot of people, the mistake they make, is that they end up consuming way more than they normally would on a normal day. So in that month they end up gaining weight. So it's like you could fast for the whole month and you could come out with 5-10 pounds on you because you've been consuming so much food and you're sleeping all day. So I realized that, and what I started doing was I was awake all day and I was just constantly doing stuff. I ended up reading 60 books because, and also on top of that, before I say that, because I had like 5 steps on my step counter because I was just sitting on bed reading. So what happened was I was reading so much, I was fasting, and you don't go to the bathroom a lot because you don't have any food in your system. So what really happens is that you're just on this other level. I'm serious. And then the more I researched it, and I started bringing that into sports as well, I looked at intermittent fasting. And there's a lot of sports stars that intermittent fast. Now there's a quote that changed my life. Wolves are the strongest when they're hungry. Now think about that for a second. When you're hungry, you don't know the next time you're going to eat. The world we live in right now, or the society we live in, we're always eating to our fill. Anytime that I'm kind of feeling, you know what, my stomach's talking to me, I'm like, I got to go eat. So we don't really know what it feels like to be hungry. But wolves, when they're hungry, they're on the hunt. And what I found was, this blew me away, was while I was working out, I was doing heavier lifts, and yes, I used to work out. I was doing heavier lifts than I ever could before. This blew me away. It didn't make any sense. I had no fuel in my body. The reason for this video is that look into it. You don't have to be a Muslim to fast. Check it out. You'll realize that at the end of the day, you're going to be uncomfortable, but you're going to grow. You're going to realize that I get hungry, you get hungry, regardless of your ethnicity, your color, creed, whatever it may be, we all feel hunger. And that was the biggest takeaway for me So Ramadan Mubarak to all my Muslims out there, everyone out there, partake in it, try it. And what I found was I went to a Catholic school for 3 years. There's Lent. A friend of mine, he told me that Jewish people fast on Yom Kippur. There's so many different people that call it a different thing, but it's universal. Check it out. And I'm telling you, you may end up reading way more books than I did because I have a hard time reading anyways. So, thank you again for joining us. And again, yes, I'm not allowed to drink water, but I will survive. Peace.